Welcome. This is Zorro's News Channel 21. And how are you today? I want to bring you some news. So hold tight, okay? Are you ready for something new and interesting? Sit tight. All right. So, Washington Nationals of Adam Eaton says that Seinfeld key to big hit. Seinfeld character George Costanza might have once worked for the New York Yankees, but on Saturday he was helping out Washington Nationals outfielder Adam Eaton. Eaton played two crucial insurance runs in the eighth inning, thanks to the help of the fictional character who once described himself as Lord of the Idiots. What? With the Nats holding on to a 1-0 lead in Game 2 of the NLCS against the St. Louis Cardinals, Eaton faced starter Adam Wainwright. Eaton had gone 0 for 3 with a strikeout to that point and stepped to the plate with, guess who? With runners uh, first and second. He explained his thought process in the batter's box. Everything I was thinking, they did the opposite, Eden said. So I was thinking 3-2 count should be a heater here. And I'm like, well, that's the opposite. So I should George Costanza it in. Just go ahead and say breaking ball. And that's what happened. In a 1994 episode of Seinfeld called The Opposite, the hard look, Costanza implements the advice of Jerry, who suggested if every instinct you have is wrong, then the opposite will have to be right. For one night, the same held true for Eden. He hit a 2-run double to put the Nats up to 3-0, and Washington held on for 3-1 victory to take a 2-0 series lead. George was right. And I happen to be right, Eden said. The series heads to Washington for Game 3 on Monday night. Stuttgart, Germany. Simeon Biles broke the record for most medals by a gymnast at the World Championship by winning the balance beam and floor exercise Sunday. Biles won her 24th medal on the beam, breaking a tie with Belarusian men's gymnast Vitaly Sherbo. Biles scored 15,066 on the beam after a near-flawless routine, opting for a simpler dismount than the double-double she performed earlier in the championships. When her score was announced guaranteeing the medal record, Biles leaped up from her seat with a broad smile and punched the air. China took silver and bronze with the Liu Ting scoring 14,433 and Li Shizhe scoring 14.3 respectively. Biles won the floor exercise by a full point for her 25th medal, scoring 15,133 despite a step out of bounds on one pass and blew kisses to the audience after finishing her routine. Her U.S. teammate Sunisa Lee took silver, her third medal of championship, while Angelina Melnikova took bronze for Russia. Biles' winning routine came after a long wait for Brazilian gymnast Flavia Saraiva requested an inquiry into her score, during which time Biles sat on the edge of the floor. Biles, that's Biles, has won 5 events at these World Championships after team gold Tuesday, individual all around gold Thursday, and vault gold Saturday. A fifth place of uneven bars Saturday ended Biles' chance of winning a medal in all 6 events, which she did last year in her comeback World Championship after a sabbatical in 2017. Biles hasn't confirmed whether she'll continue to compete after next year's Olympics, so this could be her last World Championship. Of her 25th or 25 career world medals, 19 are gold, 12 of Sherbo's 23rd or 23 medals were gold. Earlier, Russia's Nikita Nogorny won the men's vault for this third gold medal of the championship. He's the first European man to win the vault since 2010. Nogorny scored an average of 14,966 from his 2 vaults, beating his friends and Russian teammate Arthur Delaligin. For second place, bronze went to Uraken's Igor Redevilov. Okay, so that's our sports news. By the way, that was by ESPN. Okay, now I also have something here. U.S. Rep. Bobby Rush calls for Illinois Attorney General to probe Metro South Medical Center closing. Officials, including U.S. Rep. Bobby Rush, D. Chicago, are asking Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul to investigate what they call the premature closing of Metro South Medical Center in Blue Island. A vote by the Illinois Health Facilities and Services Review Board on the application of Metro South and its owner, Quorum Health, to terminate services is scheduled for the board's October 22nd meeting. A letter dated Thursday from Rush called upon Rail's office to investigate what the congressman called a violation of state law because Metro South and Quorum had not yet received approval to close. A Quorum representative did not immediately respond to requests for comments. Last month, the hospital and its owner said Metro South has stopped taking new patients and suspended the general emergency and obstetrics emergency departments. The actions came just days after the state board delayed vote on the application to close and after the hospital independent general surgery group submitted its resignation. In seeking approval in June to close the hospital, Quorum and Metro South cited multi-million-dollar losses and underuse of hospital facilities. Of the hospital's 314 beds, and 30% on average are in use on a daily basis, according to the Health Facilities Board and Quorum. In 2017, the hospital had about 80,400 outpatient of visitors, while the emergency department saw about 45,500 patients. According to the Quorum Metro South Emergency Room, personnel and area first responders have expressed concern that longer patient transport times to other local hospitals could impact patients' outcomes. The closest nearby hospital is Ingalls Memorial in Harvey, which is 4.5 miles or about 12 minutes from Metro South, followed by Little Company of Mary in Evergreen Park, which is a bit more, 5 miles away or 17 minutes, according to the Health Facilities Board. Area fire chiefs and other first responders, however, point out that those travel times estimates are based on ideal traffic conditions and don't take into account freight railroad tracks that crisscross the area. Blue Island's fire department is proposing to city officials a plan that would upgrade current basic life support ambulance services to advanced life support, providing a higher level of care for patients who are now requiring longer transport times to other area hospitals. Traveling to hospitals such as Ingalls and Little Company will have an effect on our ability to respond to other emergencies in the city, including ambulance calls, according to Fire Chief Dan Rida. The state health panel postponed action on the application to close the hospital in its meeting last month after learning of a lawsuit filed against Quorum in Metro South by a potential buyer of the hospital, People's Choice Hospital. Also, Quorum sued the Health Facilities Board after a postponement of its vote, and a hearing concerning the lawsuit is scheduled for October 18th. The hospital, 12,935 Gregory, that'll be 12,935 Gregory Street, was founded in 1905. Okay. St. Francis Hospital was rescued from closing in 2008 when a for-profit operator bought it, remaining in Metro South. Okay, now how do you talk to your kids about vaping when there is so much that we don't know? This is by Jackie Philosoph. Okay, October 11th, 2019. It seems that as if whenever I talk to my kids about drinking or relations with others or smoking, I get the same response. We know, Mom, you've told us that a million times. And I have drilled some of the same pieces of advice into my children's heads since they were pretty young. Never get into a car with someone who has been drinking. If you're going to have relations with the other party, use protection. So, a conversation on those subjects between parents and teenagers can get awkward, uncomfortable, or even argumentative. But if we want our kids to stay safe, happy, and healthy, open communication is key. When parents talk about drinking, drugs, and relations and smoking, often we can confidently offer solid advice because we know all too well the potential negative outcomes of things like drinking and driving, unsafe relations, drug use, and long term cigarette smoking. But what happens when you're trying to warn your teens about something that has no long term research backing you up and something that you have no experience with yourself? I'm talking about vaping, a practice that's scary but pretty new. It seems to have researchers scrambling to find out whether it does harm people, how and to what extent. Vaping devices like e-cigarettes, vaporized materials, including tobacco, nicotine, and all of these other things, we need to find out. So, if you're interested, offer you to do more research. Help out your kids, talk with them, and communicate with them well. I know it could be a bit strange and awkward, but do the best that you can do. You're the parent, they're the kid. Thank you for tuning in with Zoro's News, Channel 21, and you have a good day as you see the sun is shining upon my face. Good day. Good day.